Celia, we're back. And I did want to tell you, girl, that collar was not on tight enough. We're going to mark your collar and cut your strap so you can get it on tight enough, because the pager is still going to be effective if the collar's too loose, but the nick is going to be completely ineffective, and then you're eventually kind of showing her you don't have any way to reinforce your commands. So anyway, as you guys recall, Juno was the one that would do anything in the world to avoid going in her place. So you guys have got to keep working on that, and we don't do enough videos of that. I know we tend to go out in the world and do all these, our little social butterfly things, but you've got to work at home on this place, and you have got to use a tether, you guys. On the DVD, we're going to have the DVD say, stop, install tether now, do not proceed with your training. Unless you are a human motion detector that can tell, because if not, the dog learns our limitations. We must avoid the dog seeing our limitations. So what you're going to do, though, and I hope you're still using the crate. You guys have got to use a crate. It helps define us as a clear and obvious leader. But we're not. We're going to have her down before she comes out of the crate, because the same thing is with the OG. If I can't even get it to down before I let it come out of here, I'm going to have big problems once it gets out here. So I'm going to use my pager. Down. Good. Wonderful. Praise is behavior specific. If you said to yourself, and people will say this to me sometimes, oh, if I praise it, it gets up. Well, if that's what happens, that's because you taught it that was a release command. Your timing on the praise was off. Praise is going to be behavior specific. Wonderful. All right, so now I'm going to get her into her little place over there. I'm going to use body English and everything else. I'm going to use the name to get her to move to me, and then use the hand signal to get her to go over there. Juno, in. Oh, wonderful. So I held the pager down the whole time. Good. The praise is very behavior specific. Oh, she's a little beauty, this one. All right, now I'm going to get her back in the cage. I'm going to use the name, because this is my 3 basic behaviors. I want her to come in my direction. Juno, in. Good. Wonderful. Down. Wonderful. Remember that, you guys. That's going to be on the DVD, too. Behavior specific. So a lot of people honestly need to alter their timing on their praise by doing it slightly before they think they should do it. A lot of times we'll talk about, you guys, using praise as a tool. If a dog gets to an impasse, if you say good, a lot of times you cause them to engage in the behavior that you want. All right, so same thing. I'm going to use the name to draw her to me, and use the hand signal to direct her over there. Juno, in. Wonderful. Good. And then, if I cannot be watching her, I'm going to use a tether. It takes a down. Good girl. It takes a long time, you guys, to get one. When they do it in Schutzen, no, down. The Schutzen trials I've been to anyway, there's always at least one dog that fails on the long down. And personally, it would be very easy in that methodology to use a tether, because they have a little sign, where the males go in one spot and the females go in another spot, because they don't make the males lay where a female was just like. So all you have to do is put a little tether to that sign and stick it in there. And eventually the dog will see that little sign and say, there's my tether.